Okay, folks, hi there. This is Kim Willis, and welcome to another mini tip series videos. Is that right? Another video in my mini tip series, yeah. This one is called 5 Ways to Build an Online Brand. And look, even if you are a solopreneur, you're running a home-based business, it's still vitally important that you build a brand. You build a brand around you, okay? On the other hand, if you're running a more traditional business, you've got employees, you've got offices, shops, whatever, you know as well as I do that building a brand is very important. And probably you've been building a brand in the offline world, but what I've found is that a lot of business people, small business people, have not fully grasped how to do it in the online space. So that's why I've come up with this short video, should only be about 10 minutes, and it will show you some tips, some pointers, 5 ways to build an online brand. Let's get started. All right, tip number 1. Consistent design, including your logo, your picture, and other design elements. Design is important, but I'm not going to say that it's the most important thing. It is important because it helps to create it helps to give a good aesthetic overview of what your business is all about. It creates a sense of what your business is about. So design is important. So that might include the actual design elements itself, including the logo. It could be about the color. And of course, if you have a particular color for your business, that color must be used on everything, from offline stationery, brochures, etc., to, of course, your website, your blog. The color is quite important. So design elements are very important, and particularly if you're wanting to, let's say, sell a product or a service in the upper echelon, premium pricing, you need to have kind of classy looking design. But in surveys that I've been looking at recently, we're surveying customers for different industries. What are the things that they look at in the online world? What are the things they look at when it comes to, let's say, a website? The biggest deficiency is not the design. It's not the aesthetic. It's more to do with the content. More to do with the content. The messaging isn't there. So just keep that in mind. Good design, foundational for sure, but there are other elements, and some of those elements are critically important. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Now, I'm a great believer in video, specifically YouTube videos, but they don't have to be hosted on YouTube. But the power of video is, well, it's incredible if it's used properly. And I'm not talking about Hollywood style productions, particularly if you've got a small business. A video has a way of connecting with people that few other communication methods have. In many respects, video is more powerful than the printed word. A lot of people do all their learning from video now. They don't read anymore. Now, of course, there's always going to be a percentage of people that will want the text. They will want the written word, for sure. But people love video. And you know, YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world now, second only to the mighty Google, which of course owns YouTube. Now, the reason why we should have a YouTube presence is certainly to do with the branding, because branding is not just about aesthetics, as I said before. It's about messaging. And you can communicate a great message to customers and potential customers using video. And what better place to have your videos hosted than YouTube? Because you can pick up a second benefit, that is free traffic and leads and maybe sales. Because YouTube is a search engine in its own right. And because Google owns YouTube, we know that quite often Google will give preference in their own search results to YouTube videos. Yes, it is true. It is true. So you not only get a branding benefit, and branding in the fullest sense of the word, educating people about your points of difference, your USP, your unique selling proposition, etc. That's all part of your brand. How do you educate people? Via the written word, via the spoken word. YouTube videos is a great way to give people some spoken word content. So YouTube presence, you get the branding benefit, but you also get the traffic benefit if you do it right. Okay, so I'm a huge believer. I've recorded myself from my own business activities probably over 200 videos over the last 6 years or something like that. Plenty of videos. This is a video. I'm recording this video now, of course, and this video will be loaded up onto YouTube, so the whole world can see it. And from there, I will get some traffic, maybe get some leads, maybe get some sales. So YouTube, definitely part of your branding mix. Most business owners do not have much, if any, of a YouTube presence. And that really needs to stop. We need to get rid of our hang-up about using video. It's a wonderful medium, and there are all sorts of different ways. You don't have to face the camera. With this particular video, I am behind the camera, if you like. I'm just working with my computer. Other videos, yes, I am talking directly to the camera. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see plenty of videos of me talking to the camera. But sometimes I just do the voiceover for a slide presentation such as this. So there's lots of different ways of doing it. You can even outsource it as well. You can outsource the production of videos. Okay, number 3, your blog. And I probably should have made this one number 1 because it's that important. It is number 1, your blog. It's, in an ultimate sense, it's even more important than having videos hosted on YouTube. For this reason, the blog is an asset that you own. You do not own YouTube. They could shut you down at any time if they changed their rules or they saw some content that you put on there that they didn't like. So your blog is your asset. This is your online asset. So that's one reason why a blog is so important. A blog, if it's done properly, you can create a sense of community with your blog. You can get some comments happening. You can get some dialogue happening. I tell the story about a new blog that I've created called persuasionpursuit.com, and within a month I was getting some community thing happening. I was getting comments, I was getting shares on social media platforms within a month. You can check it out yourself to see the proof, living proof. Does that strengthen my brand? Absolutely, it strengthens my brand. It also displays competence, because it tells people, hey, this guy knows how to get some action happening on his blog. Because the reality is that most blogs are what I call dead blogs. There's nothing happening. There's nothing happening on those blogs. They're dead blogs. And it's not the end of the world if you're not getting any engagement on your blog, because the blog can still, I do have another a blog platform called kimwillis.net, and I haven't been getting a lot of engagement there because I haven't been using some of the engagement strategies. That's about to change, I might add. But even so, there was a value there, because from a conversion point of view, my blog helped me enormously. because it gave me credibility. So I could get a lead from another source. They go onto my email list, then I would send them to my latest blog post by sending out an email, an automated email. They would read the blog post and they start to think, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. This is the sort of guy I might like to do business with. And that's really what you're wanting to do. And your brand is really designed to give people confidence, isn't it? Confidence. Confidence in your competence. Confidence in competence. That's right. In your competence. That's what you want to do. And you're not going to do it just by having pretty graphics and a logo and just all of those, those aesthetic elements. You have to have content. The beautiful thing about a blog is that you can change the content quickly, regularly. You can add new content every day, every week, whatever. You can get engagement happening with the blog. You can't get that with just a static website. So the blog, to me, it's everything. It tells the story of your business. You can feature customer stories. You can feature testimonials. You can create a whole story from one customer testimonial and put it on your blog. You can have case histories. You can do interviews, even interviews with suppliers and maybe even some of your team members. Put it on your blog because your customers and your prospective customers get to see the real you. They get to see the personality of your business. Okay? So the blog is, if it's done properly, the blog is absolutely critical. And that's why I'm now taking this message to business owners. I'm like an evangelist for the blog. And I can show them how to set up their own blog and do it properly, or we can do it for them. Number 4, online networking. Spoke before about the blog, how important it is to have a blog. It's your living, breathing online asset. Also spoke about having a YouTube presence and creating, you do that by creating video content, of course, and uploading it to YouTube. It's all about content. It's all about content. That's what the internet is all about. And once the penny drops for people, once they finally get it, all right, then they're going to want to create some content. But creating content is one thing, but getting that content exposed to an ever-widening audience is another thing. So just the mere act of creating content and putting it on your blog or putting it onto, uploading a video content uploading to a YouTube channel is not enough, because we have to promote the content. And the way we do it is with online networking. Online networking will educate other people, non-competitors preferably, about you, your business, and your brand. Okay? And if they like what they see, they're going to send some people to you. Online networking. We can extend the concept by maybe networking with another blog owner who is not a direct competitor, but compatible with what we're doing. So we're in maybe the general industry, and maybe they have leverage, maybe they have influence with their audience, and their audience could be perfect for your business. So after we do some online networking, we might be able to get 1 or 2 of these people to agree to having us put some content on their blog. And they endorse and recommend that content, have your website link at the bottom of the content, gets published on their blog site, and people read it, they like it, they will click the link at the bottom to check you out more, to have a look at your business, and before you know it, you've got some more leads, more prospects, more traffic, and potentially more customers. Online networking, it manifests in different ways. There's lots of different ways of doing it. It can include promoting your content on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. There's a whole range of them. There's about 6 that are worth working with, and you can promote your content on those platforms, and some of those people are going to come back and have a look at your website, at your blog, and another source of traffic. And finally, I've got number 5, offline activities. Offline activities still play a role. And if you've got a business that's been established for some time, probably means that most of your promotional activities, which includes, promoting your brand, establishing your credibility and all of that, it's all part of the brand, you're probably doing most of it offline. And that's great. Continue doing it. On the other hand, if you're more of an online person, you're an online marketer, please consider offline activities as part of the mix. So you could do some offline networking at a chamber of commerce or at a swap meet or something like that. Lots of different ways of promoting, and you can promote your blog. Go to the offline activities, go to one of those things, chamber of commerce, you meet some people, you hand out your business card, you've got your link on there. And people, if they enjoy talking with you and they had even the remotest interest in what you're on about, well, look, when they get back to the office, what are they going to do? They're going to have a look at your website, which should, of course, include your blog. So offline activities can be leveraged into creating more interest online, okay? Because these days, people will check the website, even if they meet somebody offline. I know I do. If I meet someone at a networking event, first thing I'm going to do is going to check their website. I'll check their homepage, I'll check their about page, and I'll check their blog. There are the 3 things that I look at. 3 things. Homepage, about page, that's a big one. That's another topic. I've actually written quite an important authority type blog post on the about page, on how to structure an about page properly. You can find it at persuasionpursuit.com in the blog area. But look, all of it can work synergistically, all right? So offline activities, try and get involved with at least one offline activity, and you'll find that by being active in the offline world, it will feed into your presence in the online world. All right, that finishes off this little talk. If you want to talk more with me, if you want to make an inquiry, you want to find out more, you want to learn more tips about online marketing and how to make your website better and all the rest of it, I'm a marketer and I'm proud of it. I'm a salesman and I'm proud of it. And all I've done is just take my selling skills and apply them to the online world. So if you want more ideas, tips, etc., make an inquiry. Link should be on this page somewhere, and you can make an inquiry that way. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.